All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and a few sisters out there. Once is like foreigners from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Do you see? Is that song stuck in my head? Well, it's actually a Christmas song. Do you see what I see? It's plain as day. Everything that was the financial magazine called The Economist, which is always quote unquote predicting what's going to take place in the near future. And this magazine picture showed a whole lot. And as you can clearly see, they broke it down. See the mouse, you see it's they're bringing pandemonium, and they operate in a way of just agents that sow in chaos. That's all they done. They have the problem, they create the problem, and they'll have the solution. Their biggest problem is the majority of people in the world, and their solution is Depop. And they leave these signs right before your eyes, and the untrained eye cannot see because they're untrained. They don't know what to look for. And all it takes, well, really, all it takes is really the Spirit of the Lord. But now the wicked is being revealed in the highest level more than ever, and his diabolical plans that he has in the near future, and what kind of spirit they're coming in. So we are truly in a time of revelation. And then, like I always, when you go into the word revelation, it means to unveil. It's the Greek word apocalypse, which means to unveil. So we're truly in the time of the unveiling. We're in the time of what the world called apocalypse. All right. And those that are responsible are telling one another, we about to wrap it. We about to wrap these things up. Proverbs 6:12. Stop you. It says, a naughty person, a wicked man walketh with a forward mouth. He winketh with his eyes. He speaketh with his feet. He teacheth with his fingers. Because when you got to speak in code, technically you're weak. All right. Technically, when you got to speak in code, you got to, you got to do things. See, in the kingdom of heaven, we're not gonna have to hide anything. You're gonna know we're in power. You're gonna know we're ruling you. You're gonna know whatever goes wrong to you, we're responsible for it, and we dare you. Like how the world, back in the days, we double dog dare you, or triple dog dare you. All right, to do anything about it. See, the elites of this world, once again, are cowards. They're pussies. Okay, they're fucking pussies. They can't do nothing for themselves. They have no power, period. This is why they got to do things hidden. They got to hide what they're planning. They got to hide what they're doing. Because it's the things that they're doing is not a very popular thing. That's why you have a thing of secret societies, people doing things in secret. Because if the population knew what they have in mind for them, the people that have that's doing all this, they would be taken out. All right, they would be taken out. It says, forwardness is in his heart. He devises mischief continually. He soweth discord. So the Freemasons, all right, what's the word I'm looking for? They recruited people from other nations to participate in this great deception that's in the four corners of the earth. That goes back to Revelation, the 20th chapter. All right. And why do they do their thing? To maintain the illusion, to keep the minds of the people occupied. And as the world's changing in front of these individuals, the people of the world, the ones that are responsible for it, gain more power. And when they gain this power, nobody can say nothing. Part of this delusion is everybody participate, in these things. And that's the power of ignorance. The average American are not educated, despite they may have a master's degree or whatever bullshit degree that they have. All right, they don't bear any resemblance of a true power because they don't have no power. So they mask their power with wealth and influence. And this is how they always did. They did it because they're weak. All right, they're fragile. They're pussies. So Yahweh Bashim Shai got something special for them. Let them plan the things that they're doing. It's just gonna help forward their downfall. But yet everything is cloaked in mystery. All right, in the society. Matter of fact, Ephesians 6 and 10. It says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Wiles means trickery, and it's not something to destroy you, it's something to keep you distracted. All right. This is why we have these constant bills and so forth. Like, this is the most important thing. It tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 14th chapter. No, 14. Let go of the mortal thoughts. So mortal meaning death in the flesh, because the flesh can be decomposed. So we more concerned about what society think of, or how society is moving, than the most important thing, the spiritual aspects of everything. All right. But who's responsible for all that? Esau. And it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. And the rulers of darkness of this world has let it be known publicly exactly what's going to take place, how it's going to take place. 2026, they may not be it. There are breaks, but there's a few of these breaks. So we're literally seeing things are speeding up and things are happening. It was Shimon. He said he had quoted somebody, said it'd be decades and nothing happens, and there'd be something like that. There's years where decades happen, something close to that. In other words, when everything goes forward, according to how the Lord said it was going to be, it's going to move so fast, which is Matthew the 24th chapter tells you that for the elect's sake. All right. So yeah, we're not going out there. Oh, your man's in them is back. Let me see if I can find it. I can't. Your man's is back. What man's is that? Not this guy. Let's see if I can find it. This nigga came out of the fucking blue. Shit, where is it? There was this channel. That one. Yeah. There it is. Now y'all missed that shit went right over your head. No one has ever attempted to attack the NFAC. And I don't give a shit what they say. It still ain't happening. So, when the good congressman said he would kill me and drop 10 of my people, make my mama cry. Mama called me, y'all. My mom said, they said they gonna kill you. I said, Mama, she said, go now. If you don't know who this guy is, then he must be a newbie. But for us that know who this guy is, this is the guy that during Trump's administration, go figures, right? He was walking around at the end of Trump administration because the George Floyd situation took place, and there was a group of black men and women, that will go around wearing masks and be fully armed up. And they got him the most minute charge. And they come to find out this guy pretty much he's an operative. He worked directly for the White House. And it so happens he finally gets released. Oh yeah, I forgot he locked up. I think he got locked up for having guns, which, it is what it is. But he was one of the main characters that were pushing a race war at the time. Now all of a sudden, he's back with everything under the same administration, meaning the head of the administration. Not everybody in the current administration was back then, but Trump was back then. What's his name? Kushner was back then, Jared Kushner, and so forth. So they call in the favor and told him, "This is what you got to do. You got to go and incite things, right? All this right now is just inciting people to get a reaction, and once the people give that reaction, they can move forward and squeeze in to kill off majority of people." And this pawn right here is one of the main reasons why they will come down hard on everybody. So with the whole the future pandemic to take place, it's a wrap. So this dude came back, and this is the agent provocateur um, behavior. All right, a guy like that is an agent. A guy like that is one of the main problems of why he's one of the main problems why nobody respects and honor the movement, because he's bought and sold. Okay, when this scripture stuck on my second Ezra, as a matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Second Ezra 16, try to go straight to the point. 70 or 68? Yeah, 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision, and in reproach and trodden underfoot. In other words, you're going to have what the world consider coattails and agents to push whatever agenda that the powers that be is pushing. And what they're pushing, they're sowing in chaos, they're sowing, nobody can come together because of them. It's a lot what these people are doing, and they use the people that they're oppressing and those that have that looks like them to help forward their oppression. So they that consented, meaning come together with them, shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden underfoot. Judgment. All right, judgment. So that guy right there, I forgot his name. How could I forget his name? I think he's a Grandmaster Jay. What is? Oh shit! Let me, because obviously you had the rapper, but yeah, check that out. Hold on, let me see something. Nope, Grandmaster Jay. Oh, knows a rapper. Oh, I didn't know he was from Brooklyn. That's crazy. There it is. Grandmaster Jay. And this is what he's all about. Now, why this is so important? When you talk about Grandmaster, that's talking in um, Freemason terminology. So he's going around, but he's come back out again to incite the people, to incite um, the poor people, the people that's looked down upon, all right, and make them acceptable to everything that he does. So yeah, we live in some interesting times. Yeah, I forgot that was this guy's name. Yo. Check that out. Dude is Grandmaster Jay, and that's a Freemason terminology. So yeah, things about to get real interesting because those that are responsible for it are right in the face of everybody, help leading the people to the slaughter. They Judas goats. That's what it is. I mean, Judas goat goes in front of the the herd, if I'm not mistaken, and help push the other sheep's or to do the same or go to do the same thing or to be rebellious. or I'm sorry, not to be rebellious. What am I thinking about? They'll help push the sheep or the goats, whatever, to go and to get slaughtered. All right, that's what a Judas goat represents. Matter of fact, let me make sure I'm correct. I'm sorry. uh, Judas goat's meaning. It says that a trained goat is used in animal herding, particularly in slaughterhouses. For a hunter, sorry, it's a hunting to lead off other animals to a species, often fatal um, destinations, while being spread itself. So, in modern terms, yeah, they help. Like our job is to warn the people, right? And once we warn the people, our hands are clean from whatever they do. So these particular rich individuals, all right, I had set up Judas goats, and these Judas goats, like your Al Sharpton, your Jesse Jacksons, and so forth, help uh, the rest get slaughtered, while they themselves is sitting lovely, counting their money, and so forth. This shit is real. So this whole let me go back to this real quick. Not this guy. This right here. In order to do this in a worldwide scandal, so to speak, or is, things got to be seen, things got to be put out there. Okay, eyes of the people need to be open. They're telling you straight up to your face. They're the ones that's bringing out the chaos for you to get slaughtered, which that's the whole point. They want the majority of people to be slaughtered. Okay, so yeah, this is not a random thing. This is a thing that was been happening. And the Judas goat, what did they do? They go out there and pretend like they didn't know, because they got spared. And in Israel, you have a lot of individuals like that. We got General Yohana. No, sorry, General Nate. He's another one. So they could clearly see that their end is coming to an end. At the world can see it, and that's the only people that really matters is the elect. Can see that's all that these nations are concerned about. All right, pushing that satanic vibration towards them, and there's no escaping it. There's no escaping from that the set judgment that's about to take place on these people. Real quick, it says. Let me go back to this and end it off. Second, Ephesians 6:12. But we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So all that proves that we are in a spiritual battlefield. All right, and you only could pray that you have this armor on you, because there's a lot of shit going on. Right, there's a lot of emotional decisions being made when there's not supposed to be emotional. And hey, listen, this world is finished. It's done. All right, we had the heads up many from the beginning of time. It says, we'll take on you the whole armor of the Most High. And how you take the whole armor of the Most High? By this, by the scriptures. All right, by the scriptures. Okay, it starts, but Number one rule, Yahweh Shem Yahushua have to sanctify it. So this is not no regular, we're not dealing with some regular times. We're dealing with some heavy spiritual things. So wherever we go, that peace is supposed to follow. All right. That's why the Lord, when he did the Great Commission, what did he tell his disciples? The workman is worthy of his meat. So you're not supposed to carry anything. And that's why we always we tell the people, look out for these things, because all these codes, you don't even know what's real. And that's exactly how they want people. All right. This shit about to hit the fan, man. And it says, take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand the evil day. And having done all, to stand. Stand on what? Like the world would say, stand on business. All right. Not being wavered, hard headed. Yahweh Shem Yahushua got some works, got some goodies waiting. All right. So you know what? So with that being said, shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.